Hello world. I'm trying to do some home improvements and I've never made a video before, but I feel like this one is necessary because I bought a tool at Lowe's. It is the Craftsman Folding Utility Knife, model number CMHT 10384. And the thing didn't come with any instructions at all, nothing. I mean, it tells you a little bit about how the knife opens, but there's not one word about how to put the blade in. So I'm not a person who uses tools. I am a tool with a tool. And I couldn't figure out how to put the blade in this thing. So I went online, like I always do, and tried to find some helpful strangers who post videos about how to do stuff so that stupid people like me can learn something. And I could not find a single video. I went on the Craftsman website and there were nothing but 1- and 2-star reviews talking about the utility knife and how it didn't come with instructions and nobody could figure out how to load the frigging thing. So I decided that I have been helped so much by YouTube videos telling people how to do stuff, and because I accidentally figured out how to load this thing, I decided that I would share that knowledge with the rest of the schmucks like me who bought this freaking thing hoping that it would be useful, but you can't figure out how to load it because it's a secret. So here it goes. And I'm sorry, it took me like 45 minutes to figure this out. So I hope I can spare you some time. And you're welcome, Craftsman. Jeez, I was about to return the thing until I accidentally figured out how to load it. So it comes with the knife, which folds, and it folds up like a little blade so you could put it in your pocket. It has a pocket clip, which is very nice, although I would probably never carry this thing around. But I'm just saying, it's a nice feature. So you can flip it open with a little spring. And the blades come in this little package, which was also a little bit difficult for me to operate because the thumb little push thing doesn't want to push. But you can push this little thing and that brings you out one of the blades, which is very sharp. It's a razor. And why they would sell you a product that has an incredibly sharp edge with no instructions about how you should use it, it defies all logic. So anyway, what you do is advance. There's a button right here. You can see. And you advance that all the way forward. Now this might not be the right way, but this is what I have figured out. Then you have to press this little button on the side. You can see that there is a button right there on the side. And folks, this thing's not easy to push. You've got to really put some pressure in it. So you're going to take the knife, advance the thumb thing to the forward, and push this very difficult to operate button, and then drop the blade in the front of the knife, the top of the knife. And you'll see that once you get the thing depressed, oh shoot, let me do it again because I didn't really hold it all right. So once you get this little deal depressed, you'll see that the blade sort of just falls in to place. Did you see that? Okay, so now the blade is in place. Now before I figured that out, and now also you can retract it all the way and you can then close it with the blade in it, which was another complaint on the Craftsman website. People didn't know how to close it because they didn't get the blade in properly because it's a secret. And so the blade would stick out and you can't close it. So to change this blade, you've got to finesse this little button right here. You press that down, you push this knob forward, and then the blade will drop out. Oh gosh, I just did it out of the camera. Sorry, I never made a video before. So I'm going to put it back in. Just to show you, press this little button down. It's going to fall into place, and then it will be in there. So, oh, I didn't do it right. See, it's not easy. Then it will fall into place so that it will then be retractable. Now, there, see? Now, what happens if you don't get this in properly, and this is what I fooled with for such a long time. If you don't get the blade in properly, it's just going to come right out like this. I'll show you. this is what I was struggling to figure out. Because at first when I was putting the blade in, I thought, oh, okay, that's how it works. But no, because it falls right. Oh, seriously? Maybe this thing could need some editing. Anyway, it falls right out. I hope you saw that. If you're trying to figure out how to put this in and you don't press the proper little button and you think, okay, it's in, I could probably use it. But no, you can't because it falls out. So to make a very long video, even longer, I'm going to show you one more time how I figured this fool thing out. And you advance the thumb knob to the front. You press this little knob on the side, thusly. And you drop the blade in. It's sharp. You shouldn't have to fool with it this much. So just be careful. And then you will see that it catches. And when it catches, you will now be able to retract it. And it will not fall out like it did before I got it into that little sweet spot. I hope this helps. I was able to load a blade into this thing that also retracts all the way down so that you can then close it up. Haven't even used the tool yet, but at least I figured out how to put the blade in. Gosh, thanks Craftsman. You really should put some instructions with your stuff.